Hi everyone, this is Garth Burden here, and I've been a member at Northwood Golf Club now for well over 30 years. Been a thoroughly enjoyable time, and I've had some really great moments, and like most golfers, sometimes when I think, why am I playing this game? But it's a terrific club, terrific course, tests anyone's ability, and I think if you can play well at Northwood, you can play well anywhere. I thought at first it would be quite easy to pick out 3 records or pieces of music, and sat down and started listening to some of my old favourite songs, and then you just realise, it's almost impossible to pick out 3 memorable records that would justify being on Desert Island Discs. But anyway, I've had a go, and I hope you enjoy my 3 selections. After much agonising, my first disc I've decided should actually reflect my life in a way. It was when I was a young journalist and working on the Daily Sketch newspaper in Fleet Street. I got sent to cover the Isle of Wight Pop Festival. Over 500,000 people turned up. It was an amazing success. So many different stories that appeared in the Daily Sketch, because there's some demos by anti-capitalist demonstrators who tried to stop the singers. There were people who broke down the surrounding security fences to get free entry. There was all sorts of problems with the sound. It was a little bit of a sticky tape job on the microphones, etc., etc. It was quite amazing, and then it was also a very successful event for the farmer who made an absolute fortune. There were drug arrests and court appearances, and even a couple got married while they were down there in the crowd, and it was just one of those amazing things that happened in the swinging 60s, I suppose. Lots of miniskirts and long hair and whatever else from the fellas, and it was, an amazing occasion. But when I was covering the event, you didn't get much time really to listen to many of the artists, except for getting comments from them afterwards, etc., and watching out what else was happening. But there was one artist that I did have time to listen to, and I thought she was absolutely amazing. And since listening to her record at the Pop Festival, I've really kind of loved her music since. So I'm hoping that you will enjoy my first selection, which is Joni Mitchell's Big Yellow Taxi, which I think still is a great sing-along song. Thanks ever so much.
Hey, Paradise put up a parking lot with a pink hotel, a boutique, and a swinging hot spot. Don't it always seem to go? You don't know what you've got till it's gone. Hey, Paradise put up a parking lot. They took all the trees, put them in a tree museum, and they charged the people $1.50 just to see 'em. Don't it always seem to go? You don't know what you've got till it's gone. They pay Paradise, put up a parking lot. Farmer, put away that DDT now. Give me spots on my apples, leave me the birds and the bees. Please, don't it always seem to go? You don't know what you've got till it's gone. They pay Paradise, put up a parking lot. Late last night, I heard that screen door slam, yellow taxi took away my old man. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? They pay Paradise, put up a parking lot.
Now, my second disc, I'd like it to reflect all the amazing things that have happened in my lifetime, and one of the most amazing things must be space flight and trips to the moon by man. Now, when I listen to the words of this particular song, I remember a quote from an American astronaut on his return from his flight to the moon, and he recalled how reassuring it had been to him and the rest of the crew that every item that had been put together to make the capsule they were in had been built by companies that had put in the cheapest possible bid to NASA to win the contracts. And I'm sure that it was a rather tongue-in-cheek remark. I always remember him saying that, and that's why I've always been a fan of David Bowie, that this song stands out and reminds me of the wonders of space flight that I've witnessed in my lifetime.
Control to me is hard. Ground control to me is hard. Take your protein pills and put your helmet on. Ground control to me is hard. Countdown, engine on. Recognition, and may God's love be with you. Top. You really made the grade, and the papers want to know whose shirts you wear. Now it's time to leave the capture if you dare. This is Major Tom's ground control. I'm stepping through the door, and I'm floating in a most peculiar way, and the stars look very different today.
Right, another significant day in my journalistic career, which had developed from reporting to the news desk and then moving into what they call the managing editor's office. It was 1989 when the Daily Mail, along with lots of other newspapers, moved down to Fleet Street. So I was part of a group at the Daily Mail before we actually moved to actually mastermind, they said, the plan of actually moving the whole office one weekend with the newspaper production to new offices down in High Street, Kensington. I still go there occasionally because I have the pleasure of running the Daily Mail's Golf Society, as some people will know, and we still get involved in some wonderful courses, and gives me a chance to go up the office and see my old friends, which is lovely. But come the night of the big move, when the last paper was being produced on the Friday, builders moved in to kind of strip the place and get it ready for a bank, I think it was, taking over the building. And in the skip outside, I saw sticking out was this sign that you see behind me, and it was the sign over the third floor editorial department of the Daily Mail. And I thought, well, I can't leave that in the skip. So I got the nod from the bosses that I could take it, and so that's why it's in my conservatory at home, and it's just a little reminder of my days on the Daily Mail. Now, for my third song, again, it's another difficult choice. I mean, can I really be leaving out groups like the Rolling Stones and The Who and Queen, Roy Orbison, another favourite of mine, and a host of other artists and groups. Now, I've never seen the singer of this song that I've chosen in the flesh, but I've heard records, and I've been to see the West End tribute show to her life and rise to fame. And she's an extraordinary singer, and this particular song I think reflects Norfolk Golf Club, my life, and everything about the people I know at Northwood and all my friends. So sit back and enjoy, please. Tina Turner singing Simply the Best.
My heart's on fire.
Right, I hope you've enjoyed my three selections of music and a little bit of the background to my life in newspapers. But now the even more difficult decision as to what to actually take with me, my luxury item. I don't think there's any difficulty in my selection. It'll have to be a clockwork wind-up wireless. Because having been born and bred in Brighton and a fan of the local football team known as the Seagulls, I'm sure they're going to one day really hit the headlines, and I'd like to be able to listen to the commentary of them winning the FA Cup final and probably the European Championship League, and no doubt many other amazing footballing triumphs. And the only way I can think of to do it would be to use a radio that doesn't have batteries. So that would be my luxury to take with me. And another more mind-boggling question would be, what will be the book that I would take with me? Now, one of my favourite authors, who I always rely on to provide a great read, and is difficult to put down, is Ben Elton. I would never get bored reading any of his books, and well, just hold on a moment. Sorry, I've got to sign off now because I could just see my rescue boat coming over the horizon, and hopefully, it's going to stop by the island here and take me back to civilization. So, hope you've enjoyed it all, and look forward to seeing you as and when. Take care.